On Wednesday, over 11 trucks carrying 1 million liters of diesel entered the Gaza Strip from Egypt through the Rafah border crossing. The trucks were headed to the territory's only power plant that has been closed for months due to fuel shortages. The supplies requested by the Palestinian Authority came 2 days after Israel began reducing electricity to the Gaza Strip and after President Mahmoud Abbas stopped paying for them. During a press conference held at the Rafah crossing, the head of Gaza's internal security forces thanked Egypt.
This aid came from our brothers in Egypt after we were cut off in Gaza. We hope that Egypt continues to support our people in Gaza. We thank Egypt for the emergency supplies and highly appreciate its position.
The shipment agreement was reached between Egypt officials, a senior Hamas delegation, and representatives of ousted Fatah leader and President Mahmoud Abbas's rival Mohammed Dahalan, who was once a bitter enemy to Hamas.
The fuel deliveries come under the framework of understanding reached between Egyptian officials and a Hamas delegation during a meeting which took place in Cairo a few days ago. This aid by Egypt, which you see now, is the result of that meeting.
The cuts left residents with less than 2 hours of power a day, prompting the United Nations and Israeli NGOs to issue a warning that basic services in the area could lead to a total collapse of Gaza's infrastructure. AFP reports the Gaza Electricity Company's director, Samir Munter, says the fuel supplies are enough to enable the power station to operate for 2 to 3 days. In April, Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas began a series of punitive measures in Gaza to force Hamas to cede ground and hand over the Gaza Strip. The sanctions included cutting the salaries of thousands of former employees, imposing taxes on fuel imports, refusing to pay for the electricity supply, and slashing healthcare budget. Hamas recently approached a number of countries, including Egypt, seeking their assistance, especially after several Gulf countries cut their ties with Qatar, Hamas' remaining ally in the region. The rapprochement between Hamas and Dahalan in part reflects the Arab leader's support to President Donald Trump's vision for peace that may change the political map for Palestinians. Nur Harazin, CGTN, Gaza.